Okay, so week 5, Viva. Hopefully the audio is good. So on Monday, what we had the essay lesson. We had the conclusion to do for week 5. So the conclusion was essentially what we thought of the overall. Um, I forgot the word. The overall compare the compare when we compare Romeo and Juliet, the overall compare of it, and essentially we had to evaluate on points that we picked up in both of the Romeo and Juliet movies. So with me, it was behind the scenes and the production of behind the scenes and the camera behind the scenes, etc., and how it kind of influenced the overall movie. And yeah, that's what we done on Monday. And then afterwards we had. So, and then afterwards, I remember we had we just did some scenes with Leanne. Afterwards, we did True West with Leanne, and she said it was okay, but she said our accents needed some work, and that's what I remember. On Tuesday, we were with Ryan. It was essentially just rehearsals. We actually finally got a decent run of True West with Ryan, which was the first time that that's happened. He was really impressed with us. But the thing is, he said that we need to stop waiting for the next line and actually listen to each other. That was something that he said. But that's fine. That's completely fine. And then Wednesday was our day off. And then Thursday, voice with Liz. So essentially on Thursday, this was our final time where we just practiced our accents with Liz. We done well with it. We done quite well with it. Essentially, she was just telling us to do some certain terms and, speaking from the back of the throat, not too nasal, but also be quite similar to the British accent. And then after the... And well, I say quite similar to the British accent because the standard American, which is where True West is set, because it's not exactly Southern, it's based in California. And well, it is Southern California, but a Southern Californian person doesn't have the same kind of accent as someone that's not from California. So on Thursday, voice with Liz, just trying to make it more realistic as possible, make it quite natural, speaking from the right parts of the throat. And then afterwards, we had Ryan again for... Sorry, we had Ryan again for rehearsals, but we didn't have a rehearsal this time. We didn't have a rehearsal on Thursday, as he was doing some others, and then after that on Friday. On Friday was the day where we kind of got a brief layout of the show, who was going what, who's in charge of what. It was kind of as an ensemble. We had a big visualization on what to do as an ensemble. So yeah, I remember I was set with placing a sofa somewhere, and also on how to... I think there was one more. I can't remember what was the other one. Oh yeah, placing chairs somewhere. I remember that. And placing a table. That's another thing I remember. So that was what I was set. And well, something we have to remember, especially as an ensemble, because when in this kind of rehearsal, when you're helping out other people with their props and with their essentially with their props, you can't just zone out of it when you're done. You need to make sure you're alert at all times. So yeah, that's what happened Friday. What went well, we finally got True West done. We finally got a decent rehearsal of it done. Even better if accents, we need to do active listening. And yeah, that's for week 5.
Yeah, this is the Viva. For the first day of the week, we did the essay, and it was the conclusion. So that was fun. I mean, I ended up getting it done. It was calm, not too hard. It's the conclusion of the whole Romeo and Juliet. So it was alright. Then we had Leanne after. And she basically was just helping us with our scenes and how we can get better, basically. She was just saying our accents are all of that. Yep. We just need to work on that, but our scene is alright. We know our lines. So yeah, pretty much for the rest of the week, it wasn't much. It was just practicing our scenes. There wasn't much to really do. That's pretty much it.